I'm Dan Galusha and welcome to another edition of Shootin' Plink. You know, recently we were sighting in a gun. In fact, it was Ken McCool's 4570, Marlin 4570 right here, carbine. And it was, you know, I was getting it there at 25 and 50 yards, but I wasn't satisfied completely. In fact, this right here shows you some of the shooting. This was at the 50-yard range, and we got our grouping down here, and looking at the back at 25 yards, I was getting it in the center. Well, I still really wasn't completely pleased with it, but I got a hold of Ken and said, well, you want your gun back. I mean, I've got it to where you can hit your target at 50 yards, and you can definitely at 25. And he says, I want the gun like you would be using it. So, you know me, I like to get that center area. So what it is, I did a little bit more work. In fact, we're going to shoot at this thing to see. I figured that this is my pizza board. That's what I've done before with the circle in the middle. Kind of like shooting at that for some reason. Anyway, what I did is up here, I took this and I filed it down a lot more. And I contacted Andy Larson too, of Skinner Sights, because of course this is Skinner Sight. And I told him how I'd like to do it, and he says, well, you've got a lot of options, but you know, I was pretty much on what was to do right now. So I decided, all right, I'll do that, see what I can do. And according to this right here, this is a real Avid laser sight, and you've seen it before because we've used it. We did a video on it even. I took this and I seen how we had things. Well, I got it on pretty good at 25 yards, and it looks like it may hit at 50. I'm not too sure, but at 25 it looks good. But we're going to fire some rounds like you're supposed to. After you do this, you fire, you know, whatever from 25 yards. Of course, we've fired plenty of those. We're going to go over to the 50-yard range, and we're going to set up over there. Of course, as you know, we've got a 25 and 10 and whatever over there, and I always fire the higher caliber stuff in that ravine range. And but we will be firing around 30 yards like we did last time rather than 25 because of where I'm going to position myself. Now let's load this up. We're going to get the target set up there, and then we're going to go over and we're going to shoot. We got you zoomed in a little bit there. We're going to take the safety off. Got a round in. Going to get down here. Like I said, we're going to be at 30 yards, and we're going to see how that works if this thing's on. Okay, I'll take a look now, see what we got. Got my binoculars with me today. It's a little high. Okay, that's fine, because now I know I can adjust this down a little bit more. So hang on here. Okay, I've readjusted the sight. Now, this may fire a little low, but we'll find out. Be nice if it was right on, but we'll see. It's a little low. Thought it would be. So, no problem. That's what I wanted to see really, is that means I can definitely adjust this. Okay, I've readjusted it. It wasn't all that low, so I'm kind of hoping that this one goes into place. Well, I don't want to lose my brass here. Okay, down we'll go here again. Put it right on it. Okay, that one hopefully is pretty much on. I don't know. Yeah. Yep. I hit the bullseye. I hit that red 2-inch bullseye up there. That's what I wanted. I'm going to give it one more tweak upward, and it should be right on. Maybe it only needs a half a tweak, but I am going to do a full one. hope I had another round in there. Okay, might be a little bit to the left, but I was mainly trying to get windage. And it's a little left, but it's right in the bullseye. So, you know, just for the heck of it, like Ken says, he wanted it the way that I would do it. So, you know, that's what I'm going to do. Do it one more full turn. And I got a funny feeling I may have only needed a half a turn this time, but we will find out. Okay, got to reload it. I put some, didn't bring the box down with me, I just put it in here. Just gonna load a couple of rounds here, because I don't think it's gonna take much more than that. All right, here we go. Like I said, if I have to, I'm going to take it back a half a turn. But I think this is going to be on. It's in the 2-inch bullseye. I think it's right on. My glasses are fogged up, so hang on. Yep, it's in the 2-inch bullseye, just to the left, just right on the windage. I'm not going to do any more of the windage. She's on, just like I want it. So, now, I think, you know, I just don't want to adjust that windage if I don't have to, because it's right there in the bullseye. And make sure that sight's where I want it. Okay, we're going to fire another round just for the heck of it here. Got it in here, and it's on where I want it. I know it is, but I just want to see if I'm pulling wrong, or I think I am. Okay, I know that the windage may be a little iffy, but I'm still wanting to fire another round here to see maybe if it's me. There. That one should have hit. I might have had the sight just a little high. That would be my fault. Okay, we're going to fire one more round here at 25 yards, I should say. 30 yards actually, because I'm sitting right here by the 30-yard marker. And I know it's on where I want it, so I'm not going to worry too much about this. I'm off to the left, I bet, because I was wavering just a bit. That was definitely my fault. Yes, it was, and that was my fault. So I'd say it's right on. I hate to do this, but I'm gonna take another one and fire it here, because I screwed up that time. Okay, this one I'm gonna get in a better position than what I did, because I just was not working right there at all. Okay, that one should have hit. That should have hit right where I wanted it. We'll take a look. Yeah, they're all within that 2-inch area. So we're going to go back. I'm going to go up there and mark those. We'll go back to 50-yard range. I got it right on the elevation of where I want it. And like I said, I'm going to grab my marker. I'm going to mark all those, and then we're going to go back to 50 yards and we're going to shoot it. And it's definitely on in there. It's just that here, where I'm setting, I cannot stabilize this gun well enough because I'm shooting off of a tree that is on the ground. And I've got my bag on top of the bag's cockeyed, and I know it sounds like I'm making excuses. Well, in a way, yeah, I am, and they're legitimate ones. But I can tell that the elevation is right on, right where I want it, and I'm sure the windage is pretty much on. It's because I'm wavering around here. So let me get this thing. We're going to go to the 50-yard range, and I'm going to mark that so that I know what I'm hitting. I've been shooting some off camera, and I've got the 50-yard just is not working right now, and I'm going to fire this round. I've only got a couple left, and I'm hoping that I can hit it. But 30 yards, I mean, there was no problem there, but I don't know, this 50-yard one, just don't like it. Got a round in here. I got one left after this, so I'm going to really try to get this one. Okay, see what that did. Well, that hit. The windage is to the right, and I don't know why. It's really weird. I got one more round. We're going to fire it because I didn't have that troubles with the other one, with the 30-yard, but I am having troubles here at 50, just like I did before. And why the windage would be two different directions between 30 and 50, I don't know. That just does not make sense to me whatsoever. I've never had this on a gun. Well, I don't know where that hit. Find out. That was the last round we had anyway. I went up and got the target, took a look at it. This gun's got me frustrated. I don't get it. I've only ever had one other gun like this, and that was a Smith & Wesson, and that was an M&P 1522, which normally the 22s I don't have the problems with like that. But that one I did, and then it also went back to the manufacturer. There was a problem besides with it, and I don't know exactly what they said was it. I don't even think they told me completely, but there was a problem. And I've been able to cite that in with different things off and on, and it's kind of been frustrating on some of this stuff. I even went to a Fiat red dot, and the Fiat red dot didn't even stay on. So anyhow, this one though, I'm going to show you at 30 yards. Now you got to think about it this way, because at 30 yards, I'll have to feel for the holes. Here's the first one I fired at 30 yards, right up here. Okay, that was high, like I told you. Then the next one, I cranked it down just for the heck of it, and I shot down about right in here somewhere, I think. No, it was actually down in here, but I don't see the hole. Over here. Okay. I shot over here, same place that I put the other one for the 50. So I readjusted, as you know, you've seen it, and here's where I started hitting. I was getting them right in here. I can feel each one of them. And they were, all the holes back here, they're all right in there like that. So they're all within that 2-inch area I had there. Then I shot it at this, and look at that. Normally, when I have it tuned in for, because like I said, that was at 30 yards. Normally, if I got it at 25, there's not much to do at 50. It'll hit right on. And I changed elevations even with this at 50, thinking, okay, you know, because you have the arc, it goes like this, and I want to hit the arc. It didn't make any difference. And why on earth the windage was off way over here, I have no idea, because it sure wasn't at 30. Is it because it's a carbine? That I don't know. I've heard that sometimes carbines will do that. As I had a friend tell me, he says, "Oh, I don't know." He says, "I've had some problems with doing a higher caliber carbine." Maybe that's it. I don't know. But that's about all I can do with it. I just wish that we could get this. I'd love to see Andy Larson of Skinner Sights get a hold of this gun and see what he could do with it. Because if that man can't do it, it's not, you can't do it, period. Because Andy's the king on sights. There's no doubt about that. So anyway, that's where it stands. I think I could go through a case, and I'm not sure I'd ever be able to get it tuned in there at 50. 30? Yeah, no problem. So until next time, shoot safe and have a great day of plinking.